Hello, it's Scott Manley here, playing Elite Dangerous, and I am looking at one of the new ships which was added in the new beta. Apparently it comes with some bacon strips on the side of the cockpit there, yum yum. But seriously, if we look at this, this is the Viper Mark III, and I can get a look at the exterior via the shipyard, not the shipyard, the outfitting. There we go, we can see all the stuff in the hard points. I didn't have a huge amount of money, so I just put basic weapons on this. It comes with, of course, a class 2 pulse laser for free, and I fitted a couple of burst lasers. There's a third hard point, or a fourth hard point, which I've got nothing in, and I haven't got anything in any of the other mounts. It has 8 cargo units, and it is essentially the heavy fighter. It is the police force ship. It's kind of like a direct upgrade from the Eagle, and that makes it, well, it makes it heavier. It has more hard points, but it's also the fastest ship in the game at this point. When you enable full power to the engines, you can clock easily 500 meters per second. Okay, so let's go in and switch off the landing gear and start flying out of here. So I'm going to take this into some combat, and we're going to see just how good it is. Okay, and for some reason I got to get my headset straight. There we go. Not the best exit from a station that I've ever had. Okay, let's open up the throttle a little here, right? There we go, full power and 500 meters per second, and of course I can turn off assist and still continue at that speed. So I'm just gonna fire up my frame shift drive, and we'll go places.
3, 2,
1. Oh. Okay, so you have the usual unidentified signal sites. I kind of showed you those in my previous video. What I'm going to show you is another interesting place to go. We got to travel really close to the sun to actually see this. Unfortunately, the sun is about 1,000 light seconds away, or about 2 AU if you're astronomically minded. But while we're doing that, I can take a look around at the interior. The pilot seat is well developed. We of course have the Falcon de Lacy logo on the side there. The instrumentation is of course all the same that we've come to expect from previous ships. That's the advantage of projecting your instrumentation holographically. The spacecraft is a bit cheaper than the Cobra Mark III, but it has the same weapons loadout. The Cobra Mark III, of course, has the advantage of being a heavier ship and therefore able to dissipate heat a bit faster, being able to power those weapons a bit more, but it's a lot less agile. The Cobra Mark III, of course, has a much larger cargo base, so this really is good for combat. It's also good for travelling around and being a pirate, if that's your kind of thing. It can outrun any police forces that come at it, and it can probably dock faster than any police could scan it, if you are bold enough to head towards the docking bay at 500 meters per second, which I have been in the past. Anyway, now we're coming in close towards the sun. What we're going to start seeing when we get really close is a navigation beacon. Now, the navigation beacon is supposed to be where? There we go, is that it? No, that's an unidentified signal. Is that it there? Unidentified? There we go, nav beacon. So we'll just travel to that. It's just like an unidentified signal source, but it basically spawns spacecraft. Okay, and we're almost there, ready to drop out at the nav beacon. There we go. Now, I guess the notion of nav beacons is this is where other spacecraft arrive in the system, because what you end up with at a nav beacon is a pile of spacecraft just kind of milling around and doing their thing. So you can go and target these spacecraft. There's a Viper, which is probably, it's Will Rogers. We have a Sidewinder, which clean as well, and a Cobra Mark III. Cobra Mark III is Zora, and they are wanted. I wonder who's scanning me. Well, I know who is going to get shot here. Power to the weapons and then try to get in close enough that I can shoot up the tailpipe. If I get nice and close behind them, then I should be able to do damage very quickly. Okay. Ah, there we go. And then reverse. And back to forward power. Now there they go. So I'm going to use my lateral thrusters to go upwards. So I'm moving around the inside of their circle and making it hard for them to shoot them. Now they're shooting at me, I'm going to kind of go laterally to their ship. The idea being that they can yaw, they can't yaw as fast as they can pitch. So if you're facing a spacecraft that is coming straight at you, go to their side because you know that they are unable to pitch as fast as they can yaw. Or are unable to yaw as fast as they can pitch. Okay. Now one thing to note is my temperature is rising very, very quickly with this thing. Oh, okay, a little too fast. And his shields are about to come up, but he is dumping cargo. Maybe he thinks I'll leave him alone.
Target shields online.
So you can go bounty hunting here, you can shoot targets and get your bounties, or you can go pirating if you want. Come on. 90%. Ah, he ran away. Well, let's take a look at this cargo. Maybe it's something we can be interested in. Bio-waste. Radioactive materials, not that interesting. Who is scanning me, I wonder? What contacts do we have? There's nothing here that I'm interested in. Will Rogers. Will Rogers is in a Viper. I probably don't want to pick a fight with him. Because he's clean. If I attack him, I will still get a bounty, even though I am in a system which has essentially very little rules. There are still bounties for attacking innocent pilots here, so it's better to use your time attacking, pirates that have some sort of wanted status. Move beyond range. Those canisters in space, incidentally, they will slowly decay over time. Okay, let's keep going. Thought there was a target out this way, but he seems to have disappeared from my scopes. Boost, nevertheless. Notice how my boost raises my temperature as well. It's very easy to actually make this spacecraft heat up like above 100% heat and start taking damage to the hull because you're overheating everything. It's not just that you'll find your lasers stop firing, you will literally find that your spacecraft starts taking damage if you're not careful. Yeah, that's the nav beacon. Okay, what's this? Is this Will Rogers still? I'll go after it nevertheless. There, I can see the signature silhouetted against the sun. Look at that. What a beautiful view that is. Ah, this is a hauler. Let's slow down. And it's Jama and he is wanted. Okay, now I gotta get behind this dude and shoot him while I have the chance. Hauler, Jama, and yes. He should not last long against 2 burst lasers and a pulse laser. If I can keep hitting him, that is. Come on, he's dumping cargo as well.
Target shield.
Oh man, 4%. And you know what? I let him get away because I didn't have all my power in my weapons. That was a really smart thing. Okay, so now we actually have a bunch of cargo and we should take a look and see what it is. Now, of course, I can point... Ooh, marine supplies. I don't know how much that is worth. We have cobalt, which is worth about it's worth about 200 on the black market. Grain is as good as worthless. In fact, narcotics, pretty cheap right now, although maybe there's some systems where narcotics are valuable. I guess I'm going to just pick up the cobalt and maybe the marine supplies. Now, even although I'm in a system which is allowing me to perform a lot of these attacks and stuff like that, there are still police here and they will potentially scan me and cause issues. If I get scanned, I will get a fine and they will attack me. This is Morgor. The law here is pretty limited, but at the same time they are still quite happy to shoot me out of the sky. Okay, there we go. And get the cargo scoop out. Cargo scoop lowered.
deployed.
So yeah, this is a great place to go. You can do this in the Sidewinder. I'm obviously doing it in the Viper because I want to show off the Viper, because that's what this video is all about. The Viper is, of course, the ship that I destroyed most in the original Elite, largely because I would attack stations and then just shoot the Vipers as they came out, mostly to maximize my kill count in the game, because the original Elite, you would get... Oh, there's an Anaconda there. What is... We should probably take a look at some of these. Anaconda! Is that someone worth attacking? Nope, that's Sully. Sully is clean. Well... And there's a Type 6 transporter. We'll maybe get in and check Grace. Grace looks like they're clean as well. Or at least we can't tell if they're dirty from this great distance. Maybe I'm reading this thing wrong. Okay, there. Cobalt. Let's get that. Oh, there's somebody shooting something somewhere. It's fun because the AI will shoot each other, and sometimes you just need to sit by and watch as cargo gets dumped from all the spacecraft getting destroyed. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's behind me. Okay, throttle up to 50%, at which point it warns me that I'm going too fast. Always going too fast in the Viper. The Viper has a problem going slow, to be honest. I really like the Viper. I think it's great. It it can deliver devastating firepower. The only way your targets are going to get away is if they jump out. And it's a bit cheaper than the Cobra. Obviously the Cobra is the great all-rounder. It will carry cargo and, kick ass. But the Viper definitely has the edge in terms of maneuverability, which can make it almost a better combat ship. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm just going to boost away, because if that's a cop, I don't want to get any fines here. Look at that, 500 meters per second. This thing is great. Yeah, so I think I might... oh, the Cobra Mark III. Is that somebody that I can shoot? You could spend hours and hours at these sites just picking off the pirates one by one. The trick is, of course, to kill them before they escape. Oh, wait, Sully is now wanted. Apparently Sully went and attacked somebody and therefore now has a wanted flag. All the same, I don't think I'm going to take down an Anaconda in my Viper. At least I'm not going to try until I have enough money to pay off the insurance. Okay, never mind. I am off to sell my ill-gotten gains for whatever profit I can. As I said, you can do this in a stock Sidewinder, so you can make money without having to grind the trading. But I'm off to sell this. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.